Today, we're diving into the world of astrology and exploring the career paths that might not be the best fit for those born under the sign of Sagittarius. If you're a Sagittarius or know someone who is, you might want to stick around for this one. Sagittarians are known for their adventurous spirit, love for freedom, and a thirst for knowledge. They thrive in dynamic environments that offer variety and opportunities for travel and intellectual stimulation. But not every job is a good match for their vibrant personalities. So, let's get started with our list of the 5 worst jobs for Sagittarius individuals. And remember, we won't reveal the job types until the end of each discussion, so stay tuned. First up, let's talk about desk jobs. Imagine being stuck in a cubicle for 8 hours a day, staring at a computer screen, with little to no freedom or individuality. For a Sagittarius, this scenario can feel like a prison sentence. Sagittarians crave movement and exploration. They thrive on variety and the ability to express their creativity. A rigid desk job with limited opportunities for independent action can lead to feelings of boredom and dissatisfaction. These individuals are not the type to enjoy a monotonous routine. They want to be out in the world, experiencing new things, and engaging with different ideas. Being tied down to one place, with little room for personal expression, can feel incredibly stifling for them. So, what's the job type we're talking about? That's right. Full-time desk jobs with little freedom or individuality are definitely not the best fit for our adventurous Sagittarians. Next, picture this. Performing the same task over and over again, day in and day out, without much variation or intellectual challenge. For a Sagittarius, routine and sameness are the antithesis of their nature. They thrive on change and excitement, and jobs that drain their enthusiasm with repetitive tasks can quickly lead to feelings of being trapped. Imagine a Sagittarius working in a role where they have to follow the same steps repeatedly, with no room for creativity or innovation. It would be like watching paint dry. They need jobs that stimulate their minds and allow them to explore new ideas and concepts. So, what type of job are we referring to here? You guessed it. Roles that require highly repetitive or monotonous tasks are among the worst for our free-spirited Sagittarians. Moving on to our third job type. While Sagittarians are intelligent and capable, they tend to be big-picture thinkers. Jobs that demand meticulous attention to small details, like data entry or copy editing, can be incredibly frustrating for them. They prefer to focus on broader concepts and strategies rather than getting bogged down in the nitty-gritty. Imagine a Sagittarius trying to stay engaged while meticulously checking every single detail in a report. It's not just tiresome, it can feel like a waste of their talents and creativity. They thrive when they can think outside the box and explore new ideas, not when they're stuck in the weeds. So, what's the job type we're talking about? Yes, roles that require excessive attention to minute details are definitely not a good match for our adventurous Sagittarians. Now, talk about how Sagittarians value their independence and dislike being micromanaged or constantly following orders. Professions with rigid corporate structures can make them feel constrained and unmotivated. They want to be able to make their own decisions and contribute their own ideas. Imagine a Sagittarius working in an environment where every move is scrutinized and creativity is stifled by a strict chain of command. It's a recipe for frustration. They thrive in environments that allow them to take initiative and explore their own paths. So, what's the job type we're discussing here? That's right, jobs with strict hierarchies and limited autonomy are definitely among the worst for our free-spirited Sagittarians. Finally, let's talk about how Sagittarians are naturally outgoing and enjoy interacting with people and exploring new places. Jobs that require them to work in isolation or in very confined spaces can lead to feelings of loneliness and stagnation. They thrive on social interaction and the excitement of new experiences. Imagine a Sagittarius stuck in a small office, cut off from the outside world, with minimal social interaction. It can feel suffocating. They need jobs that allow them to connect with others and experience the world around them. So, what's the job type we're referring to? Yes, confined or isolated work environments are definitely not a good fit for our adventurous Sagittarians. So there you have it. The 5 worst jobs for Sagittarius individuals. Desk jobs with little freedom or individuality. Highly repetitive or monotonous tasks. Roles requiring excessive attention to minute details. Jobs with strict hierarchies and limited autonomy. Confined or isolated work environments. If you're a Sagittarius, it's essential to seek out careers that align with your love for freedom, adventure, and intellectual stimulation. Remember, the right job can make all the difference in your happiness and fulfillment. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more astrology content. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think is the worst job for a Sagittarius? Until next time, keep exploring and embracing your adventurous spirit.